Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to explore a little bit more of the station. We unlocked some new areas. We met a father and daughter who were trying to secure passage off the station via a colony ship. And we have enough cryo to buy ourselves a new vial of stabilizer from Sabine. Now, we're not going to go ahead and do that yet because we're not low enough to really justify it, I don't think. But everything's going well so far. The only thing that's kind of like a cloud over our heads is we've got 3 cycles to go, technically 2 because we're about to sleep, until whatever is hunting us arrives. So, kind of curious to see what that's all about. Now, in terms, we've got one thing of scrap. We've got an encrypted key and some Haven Age data. Let's go ahead and end the cycle. See what happens. Is it dream time? Oh, we got a good roll. Holy crap, look at that. Outstanding. Well, I am ready to do all the things now. We just had a merchant freighter arrive. Buy shipmind fragment for 60 Oh. Okay, well we could just go ahead and grab that right now if we wanted to. Haggle over prices. Ship upgrade, or skill upgrade required. Alright, so that is currently locked off, or locked to us. Getting that shipmind fragment would be nice. Because I think the only other place that we can acquire it is here at the exchange. Or not at the exchange. Where was that? The stall. Oh no, it was the exchange, wasn't it? Sell components. Yeah, old shipmind fabrication stack in the back of the market. Well, we could go ahead and waste some. Do we want to spend 60 on it when we could just get some money and also get access? That's going to be an interesting way to go about it because shipmind fragments are hard to come by. The system merchants can only source a couple at a time. So it looks like we could only buy 2 if we wanted it. We only need the 1 currently. Let's go ahead and check the grid. Have to match the input for this. So we need, this is probably what we're going to spend the 3 on. Okay. Yadigan agent. I mean, we get more of that. Decisions. We haven't found anywhere that we need to use the Haven Age data currently. So we've been checking out a lot of the nodes. Let's do the Yadigan agent. And bypass. Cool. And hopefully we'll be able to avoid the hunter. Where do we go ahead and sell that? I'm trying to remember where all the things are. Oh, we need 1 more of the Solheim data. Well, hopefully we'll have the dice for that. Ah, yes. There we are. Gotcha. Actually, I think we need 2 shipmind fragments. Now that I think about it. Because Hold on, let's see. There was one incident where, or was one area that we needed it. And hold on, I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. So we could probably get one playing the exchange. What do we actually need to do? The ambergris is going to be done in the next cycle. We can work at the bar. We definitely need to keep on working for Dragos. We can take care of Fang's issue next. Okay, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Yeah, we needed the shipmind here for NEOVEND. Yes. You know what? Since we are going to be able to get one, but maybe we need to go ahead and spend a little bit of coin and just grab one right now. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Need to help out our buddy NEOVEND. Put in that core. Come on now. Oh, is that not it? Shipmind fragment. Oh, I need a full shipmind. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, let's go ahead and get our work here dealt with for our junior tech. Lovely. Help with... Let me just double check on everything here. Fragment supply. Oh, they pay for shipmind fragments. So if we go to the exchange, shipmind fabrication stack. So that's probably what we use. I see. Okay. So let's go ahead and... How much we got over here at the Overlook? Man. Let's be able to get some more money, at least get our money back. Definitely need to do the work here for Dragos, though, first and foremost. Almost in good shape for it. Another scrap item. I guess we could sell some scrap, right? Sell components. So what do we... Okay, filters, capacitors, sensors, useful salvage to the right person. Oh, that also gets us, oh, I like that. Here. Let's go ahead and sell one more. Let's get rid of all the things. That gives us 102. We almost made our money back. And then we'll have that shipmind fabrication if we go ahead and do that. But I think we'll save that for the next cycle. Let's go ahead and do a bar shift. This time without any threats of bodily harm. There we go. 120. Good service. Now, We'll go ahead and use some of that cryo. Take the edge off. I think that was good. Everything is... That's pretty much everything that we can do short of buying another shipmind. But I'm not exactly sure how much or if we are going to need that. And we'll have another turn to purchase it if we need to, so... Alright, let's head back to the container. End the cycle. I love the kind of tactics involved in this. It's all about that time management. Ooh. Okay. Probably need to go ahead and get that stabilizer now. We only got 3 dice to play with. Oh. Cool. Ankhita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruin the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The shipmind they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs! Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire shipmind. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. Fragments, maybe? Sections of a mind, but a complete shipmind? No way. Ankhita climbs out of the cooling well where the shipmind should be, the space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on. Nothing be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of the amber, though you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. Well, what do we do now? Ankhita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hull patches. Ankhita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. Well, there's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new shipmind. Where from? Scrap freighter, ord exchange? Hell, find one in the overlooked bathroom. Doesn't matter where. Just matters where we get one. Or that we get one. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends. You're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you put on Amber, and I'm sure she would too, if she could. What I'm saying is if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Give me that shipmind, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankhita a shipmind. Somehow. Ooh, she gave me 100. Alright. Oh, is that the ship on the way? You see that up there? Interesting. Okay. First things first. Let's go ahead and put in 60 for a shipmind fragment. And we've got 2. That's nice. Man, but now we actually need the shipmind for NEOVEND too. which means our primary concern here should be playing the exchange. But let's... Unit assembly. Let's go ahead and talk to Sabine and get ourselves a new thing of stabilizer. I don't like having only 3 dice. Cool. Alright, well, we got it. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film, marked with holes and sigils, unrolls from around the vial. At one end it has a hard metal strip. A handle. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It's perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You make out a word among the markings. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted into it. 207-F, and then crudely scratched into the handle, at some later date, low end. For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the low end and find out. Ooh, planned obsolescence, since that word. And passage into the low end. Cool. And we've got an upgrade available. What do we want to do? Go ahead and... Yeah, let's put up our intuition. That puts us 1 away from instant karma, which is great. Now we need to decide what exactly we're going to be using all of this, our stuff for. Stabilizer? I guess we go ahead and put that... Where do we put that? Fragments. 50 cryo to our name. Definitely need to head to the exchange. But we could get another scrap pile, though, which could fill that out. Well, we need 2. Alright. Let's go ahead and play. Oh, we got the one... Let's see what happens here. Come on, big bucks, no whammies. Hey! Alright. 1 to go on the trusted trader route. Because that'll probably give us the ability to assemble a shipmind. I would figure. Let's go in here. I think we just need to do one more thing for Fang. Solheim node. We do not have the appropriate dice for that. And we got another key node. Do we want to kind of... I mean, maybe we should leave the grid alone for right now. And what did you have over here? Okay, 2 more cycles until ship shows up. We still need to have the 10 cryo for food. What's going on over here at unit assembly? We're halfway there on that. And the empty container. I'm wondering if we sleep here, if that's going to be a bad thing. And we're halfway there on our bar shift. Tell you what, should we try the low end gate? A passkey. But, oh, we have to pay 60 to actually even go in. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for that, I think. That could be a problem, but that's alright. So we gotta wait for the proper dice to get Fang's thing taken care of. We're really close to finishing Dragos. Wait, how close are we? I think we need to go ahead and just finish what we can. Yeah, thing on the winter light. Let's go ahead, since this is a safe option. And with our intuition, let's see if this finishes it up. Hey. Cool. Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos' old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them, synthetic paper so thin it's almost transparent. Let's look at the monitor. I assume we can look at all the things. Reactor failure. That's the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the winter light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose, radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story. A catastrophic failure of the drive core, leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It's a thumbprint-sized, and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled, shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You're looking at it because it's troubling you. Ooh, so maybe there was some sabotage or boarding action going on. Your attempts at a reconstruction of the winter light before its fatal accident consist of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations, the new retrofitted into the old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded to disguise the change, but they are here. Look at the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the winter light, the gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its the first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, logged at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The winter light got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained. A reactor failure, preceded by a carefully concealed external entry. A suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the winter light, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. It's little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the winter light had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments. Armored. Airwalled. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, but some of it you don't. Shipmind ROMs, shimmer, cryo-chain codes, and then the final entry. Passenger. Sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here. In the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter? Luckier? How would they convince the winter light A smuggler ship if you ever saw one, to extract them from S and ARP. Luckier. You laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winterlight's compartments. You checked. They weren't so lucky, you guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in their compartment. A parting gift from S and ARP. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it in your back pocket. Nice. The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming onto the same yard? Or into the same yard? 2. One after the other. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between datasets on the terminal, thinking, and you see that thumbprint again. The mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Dragos stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you've assembled. What is all this? He snatches the slate from the desk, faster than you realized he could move. You run an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing to it through his implants. Where is this ship from? Leave this alone. He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. Who is bringing you these ships? Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. Why are you asking? You looking to get us both killed? We cut these things up. That's our part. Their part is something I don't want to know. Dragos seems to steady himself and then turns back to you, the heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in, but not me. No. I know. He softens. Look, you've helped me too. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with this ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. Can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. You can't work here anymore. What about the Winterlight? He reaches over and switches the monitor off. Forget about that damn ship. You have enough to keep you up. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it's done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. What if they come for me? Then you run. You don't come here, you don't scream, you don't shout. You run. In the dark, Dragos' headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he'd understand. You get it from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone is final, definite, with an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. As you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you. Whew! Achievement unlocked, fellow traveler. And we got an upgrade point, guys. So let's go ahead and... Oh, can we not get Insta Karma? Or do we have to wait on that? Oh, it's 2 upgrade points now for this. Oh, dear. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to start saving up. And we still have one more thing to do today, guys, but I think we're going to wait until the next episode for that. And we've got our visitor here at the empty container. I don't know whether we need to go ahead and bail or this is going to be some sort of storyline thing. I am not sure, but I guess we will find out. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.